Yes, sixth class. As we have discussed so many things about the diversity and discrimination. So, dear students, as it is Saturday, last week of the last day of the week, so we are here to discuss just recapitulate all the things, the diversity and discrimination. Yes, my dear students, what does first of all diversity means? Diversity means the different languages we are having, the different color of skin, different wearing style, different eating habits. Means, in spite of all such things, we all are equal and united in India. So the diversity means that we are having different kind of things with us. Climate due, maybe it is due to climatic condition, due to habits, due to hobbies. We are having different things of us. So in India, the maximum people they are living here, they belongs to different religion, culture, etc. As we know ki number of religions we are having, number of different communities we are having, and in number of different climatic conditions we are living. So all because of that we are having our different habits also, hobbies also. So do you feel that while living in such a country like India, which has a diverse nation, so do you feel that we are discriminated? Do you feel so? That we are discriminated on all such things? There are two aspects. One from the side of the constitution or government. The second one on the social basis. So first I will discuss the by the side of the constitution. Yes, my dear student, by the side of the government or the constitution, when it was framed in 1947, the maximum leaders uh, they have just taken or you can say they have worked under the British. So at that time, so they have suffered a lot. So they planned a lot of things while planning constitution. So first of all, some of the things they were banned by the side of the government, like the caste system or the discrimination on any of the basis. So they have adopted UAF, that is Universal Adult Franchise. That means everybody is equal in front of the constitution if they are having their voting rights. Means every adult person of India, they are having equal voting rights without any discrimination of caste, color, creed, etc. So there are some rights are also given to us by the side of the constitution. The one right I am going to discuss here, that is the right of equality. That means with having different types of religions, cultures, still we are equal to everyone. We are equal in front of the law. Nobody is above the law. Everybody is equal before the law. That means when you are living in a country like India, so you are not giving any special advantages or privileges given by the constitution. Everybody is having equal rights and equal duties. Here students, I want to mention that in our country every citizen is having 6 fundamental rights and 10 fundamental duties. So these rights and duties are given to each and everyone, and it is the moral responsibility of every children, of every child and every citizen, that they have to follow uh, things these things. Okay, now in India, when we are having diverse type of culture, so we are having different types of festivals, or you can say the religious festivals or the culture practices, etc. So while living in such a diverse country, it when you want to live in a united phase, unitedly, so it is a everybody's work to follow all the things very efficiently. Means that we have to give respect to take respect. We have to move on this motto. As in earlier times, when we were not united, we were divided on the basis of religion, caste, etc. So advantage was taken by the Britishers. So they just controlled over us, and near about 200 years we have worked under the British only because we were not united. So when we make ourselves united, then only we got independence in 1947. So here it means that we have a good we are having good values, and we only able to live in a free country when we are having equal respect to all religions. So for that purpose we always give respect to the different types of cultures we are having. Second, next thing, as dear students, today is a Saturday, and we can plan an activity on this chapter, that is diversity and discrimination. So first, before just telling you about the activity, I am just telling you about the discrimination also. As we are having different religions, the people, those who are in majority, sometimes they try to just force the people, those who are in minority, that they are not able to do anything. So that is wrong. As I have discussed in my starting video, in this video, that they are the two aspects. First aspect, that is the government aspect. So on that level, discrimination is totally banned by the side of the government. But at second aspect, that is a social society, you can say. So on the basis of society, still at some places we are having some kind of discrimination. They it may be religious, it may be gender, it may be caste. Still inequality is there, or some stereotype thinking, they are also there. So I am just going to discuss these things again. First is the stereotype, that means to fix one's image in our mind. Like if we have said that the girls, they can only do the home chores better, so this is a kind of stereotype thinking. Now the inequality on the basis of caste. If we are thinking that the upper caste people, they are the superior than the lower caste people, or the god has assigned some special duties to people, those who are of upper caste, so it is very bad, it is not good. On social basis, still some of the people, they are in the habit of doing so. Now the next one is on the discrimination on the basis of lower caste and upper caste. So such kind of condition, they can also be seen in the social basis, as some of the upper caste people, they ill treat the lower caste people, but they are also called, the lower caste people, they are also called as the untouchables. So dear student, as I have told you that it is a Saturday, and you can do one activity, that is I am sharing that activity with you. As you are living in a family, so uh, you are having diversity in your family also. So you can write down the person, those who are in their in your family, that is maybe grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, you, brother and sister. So you can plan one activity, that you have to write down some of the points on the chart. You have to make a chart in which you include favorite food, different habits, wearing styles, hobbies, occupation of your family. So dear student, you have to write down these things, and you have to make the chart. This is all for your family. So you can include that things, and then with the help of your parents you can just make some of your favorite food items, maybe some of your favorite food items, or you can include your brother, sister, or maybe grandparents if they want to eat anything. So you can plan that also for your family, and you can also share your pics to me. One more thing you can do, uh, by just when you include all these things like the favorite food, different habits, you can plan maybe a tour with your family. So you can write down the daily requirements of the member of your family, daily requirements of your family. So you decide a tour that after the COVID-19 will be over. So you can plan a outing, a day outing, you can say, in which with the help of your parents or family members you can move out. But listen one thing very carefully, that you have to plan according to the family members of according to your family members. So you can have to remember all the basic requirements of your family, or by making chart you can also highlight the basic or the daily chores of your family, or maybe the requirements like if your grandfather is too old to walk, so he need a stick to walk, and he need some of the medicines in his daily life. So such kind of things you can include in your chart, and you can send it to me. Thank you. And then you can share your views also by writing that.